I've been teaching for more than 45 years, and I don't teach students anymore, but I love teaching adults. It is the most rewarding type of teaching because you're dealing with people who are really interested, who really appreciate what you give them. In this case, it is the combination of the group of learners that comes together and the subject matter that we deal with. We are dealing with ancient authors who tried, through their works, poetry, history, philosophy, and others, tried to explore what it means to be a human being and what it means to live a good life, and who did that in a world that was simpler than our modern world is, and therefore they could really get to the bottom of things. And so we read these authors and their thoughts, and by reading them and thinking about them, we learn about ourselves, about our own time, about the challenges we are facing. And in doing that in discussion in a group of very varied people with very different backgrounds, we find that this is a common endeavor that enriches all of us in very important ways. And as I've heard several of the participants say, it changes in some ways the outlook of our life. It increases our engagement for the culture, for society, for all the obligations with which we are faced. And that makes it incredibly valuable. It is especially valuable to do this kind of thing and to care about the tradition of the humanities in a time when everybody is just crying for science, science, math, math, and lots of people think the humanities are essentially unnecessary. It is interesting that precisely at the time when governments cut the funding for the humanities, lots of business leaders tell us that we need the humanities because otherwise we train robots. People are trained in their trades but do not know how to think, cannot think creatively, cannot think, as we say, out of the box. And that is what you learn in the humanities, and I think the subject matter with which you are dealing in such summer institutes is precisely the subject matter that helps us to learn to think out of the box.